shores and woodlands of the north, its history of copper mines and iron ore, the Great Lakes fishery. To the farmlands of the southern counties we'll look around, my friend, at all that waits the sportsman in the state of Michigan. And sometimes when the moon brings out the diamonds in the snow, and the stillness of the forest lies encased in Arctic cold, the wind might whisper through the trees, listen if you can, it tells you all the beauty in the state of Michigan.
Hi there, come on in. It is Thursday night, September 11th, 2003. You've seen the new title of the show. You've heard the new, well, it's really old music for the theme. This is the first phase of a new plan to offer 2 Practical Sportsman programs each week. What you're watching now is the Thursday show, focusing on news and information about the outdoors in Michigan. I'm Fred Trost.
And I'm Zachary Trost. Now, our weekend show, instead of being a repeat of this one, it'll have outdoor features, adventures, just as soon as we can get the distribution set up for this adventure show, which will be available to public television stations. But in the meantime, stay tuned. We have a half hour of outdoor news and information coming up for the Practical Sportsman in Michigan. This week's featured county sounds like an Indian word, but it's not. We know it came from a non-Indian by the name of Henry Schoolcraft. He was instrumental in surveying and setting up a number of Michigan's counties. Nobody knows where he got the name Tuscola, but the speculation is that he combined 2 Indian words that meant level and land. The Native American word Desinagong meant level, and cola was a word that meant land. This level land that Henry Schoolcraft named is right here on the inside of Michigan's thumb. In the 1800s, the main industry in this neck of the woods was wood, lumber. But this profitable industry was wiped out in the late 1800s when fire ravaged most of the county and wiped out the timber. The Tuscolites, or whatever they were called, didn't give up though. While their timber was gone, the land was now clear, so they shifted their efforts to farming. By 1900, Tuscola County's largest city was Cairo, home to the second largest beet sugar factory in America. Today, Tuscola County is known for the annual Pumpkin Festival, which began in 1981. Every October, it attracts nearly 50,000 visitors. The county seat of Cairo wasn't always known by that name. Originally, it was named Centerville, but in 1869, it was renamed Cairo, a name supposedly inspired by Cairo, Egypt. The Michigan.gov website claims that the largest apple ever plucked from a tree was plucked in Cairo, Michigan. It weighed 3 pounds, 2 ounces. Another source on the web claims the largest apple on record was grown in Oregon and weighed 3 pounds, 4 ounces. But it didn't say that that Oregon apple was plucked from a tree. Even if it was, Tuscola County's 3-pound, 2-ounce apple is at the top of the Fruit and Vegetable Hall of Fame. And with lots of rich farmland and the very productive Saginaw Bay fishery at its back door, Tuscola County provides its share of awards in our Michigan Fish and Game Hall of Fame. The next featured county on the Fish and Game Hall of Fame is going to be Livingston County.
Aaron Hart from Millington says that he got a 9-point buck with an 18-inch spread and 10-inch tines, Tuscola County. Says he got it with a muzzle loader at 7:15 in the morning. Says he has pictures of it, but they're somewhere else. Says it's at the taxidermist. What else you got to say?
Showdown you filmed it in Detroit. So
A big buck night.
yeah.
9.17 3/4 inch spread. You got that with the muzzle loader.
Yep. I don't know. I seen him a couple times during bow season. I went up north gun hunting, came back, passed up on a couple different bucks up there, and came back home and got this. Skipped school. It was worth it.
Well, outstanding. The season was good for you.
Yeah.
How old are you?
17
Been hunting for how long?
since I was 12.
And what is it about hunting that turns you crank?
I don't know. Me and my dad always used to go up north, but this year we went up north. I seen a couple little bucks, and I had seen that one about 3 times during bow season. And I decided, Dad, take me home. I want to go get that one that's out behind the house. I went home the next day, skipped school, and got that one.
Behind the house.
And then I took it to school in the back of my dad's truck and showed all my friends.
Well, that's pretty neat. That's legal, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you would think the way they're getting in schools now that they'd look at the antlers and say those pointy things, illegal.
I don't know. All the teachers were out looking at it, so they didn't really care.
Well, that's pretty neat. You know, to come to think of it, you couldn't get the antlers, take them on an airplane. That'd be something. How'd you like to hijack an airplane with antlers? Anyway, it's just so crazy. Schools, you know,
Yeah.
if you take it in your truck and you got your deer there, like what if you had a shotgun shell in the bed of the truck or something?
I don't know. They'd probably expel me, but then I'd just have more time to hunt.
A man with a plan. Very good, Aaron Hart. Congratulations. Karen Hansen from Fenton, fishing off Oceana County. Let me see, Oceana. What port would that be?
Luddington?
Luddington.
Luddington?
Oh, yes.
Pentwater? Luddington?
Yeah, generally you think of Mason County over there, but Pentwater, that's right. 5th of August, classic time, get a Great Lakes brown trout, 19-pounder. Who's the guy there?
That's my dad.
Dad, he's proud. He's holding the fish and you.
He's holding the fish because I didn't have the strength in my arms to hold it up any longer. I reeled it in for about a half an hour, and I'd never done this before, so. And it was bleeding all over the place, so I wouldn't touch it.
Well, good enough reason. And what did you do with it?
Ate it.
Ate it? Mm-hmm. How'd you cook it?
We fried it with some batter, and another time we just baked it.
Because you had plenty of it.
Oh, yes.
A 19-pounder. The first time you said you've ever done this?
Mm-hmm. I've never been out on charter, never really gone big fishing, used to bobber fishing and worm fishing and things when I was little up north, so that was quite an experience.
Looks like a good flat day.
It was for about another half an hour, then it got really wavy.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Karen. You're going to go again this year?
I hope so.
Good. Catch a big one.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Karen Hansen from Fenton.
Sure looks like a warm runner, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
They're not one. They're silver labs.
Silver labs.
Silver labs.
Silver labs.
Beautiful dog.
Yeah,
Same body
tell
shape.
Tell me about them.
Well, have her talk to you about them. She'll fill you in on.
These are silver labs. They're a result of breeding a recessive chocolate gene. They're AKC registered as chocolates. They have the same temperament as a lab does, same great family pet, same good hunting dog, just a different coat color.
That's it? Well, Why do they look so much like Weimaraner?
It's just a coat color. It's a recessive chocolate gene, like blue-eyed children. It's a recessive gene, and they're just the same as lab as you see as a yellow, a black, or chocolate.
Huh. Do any of them have blue eyes?
They are born with blue eyes, and then they turn yellow.
Oh, okay. And they're probably more expensive than the average lab.
They are. They're a little more rare, a little more harder to come by. Our silvers are $1,000, and our chocolates are $500.
Huh.
We have a litter due at Halloween, the pups are ready at Christmas, and our litters are sold before they're born.
So this is a 6-week-old lab?
Chocolate lab. Oh, you gotta toss it a little further than that. Come on. You go way out. Do it again. Come on. Really toss it.
No, he doesn't go after me. Hey, he likes me.
She, it's a she.
I'm sorry.
That's Nelly?
Yep.
Well, this day has some real significance to people here in America. September 11th, 2 years ago. Oh man, we can really be grateful that we haven't had incidents like that in the past 2 years, and hopefully we're going to be able to keep this going, keep the homeland security, keep ourselves together. In the meantime, really appreciate that you have the opportunity here in Michigan and in America to get outdoors, take a kid hunting, fishing, or camping, because it's a great place to be. See you next week.